want you back and I'm bad, I'm bad. I want you bad and I'm back, baby. I want you back and I'm bad, I'm bad. I want you bad and I'm back, baby. I want you back and I'm bad and I'm back. I want you bad and I'm back, baby. I want you back and I'm bad and I'm back.
What's up, y'all? The name's Trey. It's my birthday season. Let's get to it. So, as you might guess, today's nugget is about aging. And in honor of aging, I have a bunch of candles here that I will be lighting. These were accumulated over the years. You know, sometimes it just takes me forever to get through all the candles. Some of these were actually gifts. This is a huge one from a friend that I just got this year. And I'll be smelling them a little bit. Hopefully, like, the smells won't clash. But yeah, let's light this first one. It's very different. It has like these square chips in the middle. Let's see if I even know how to do this. I just got this little tool and I'm failing. Okay, here we go. Okay, awesome. Nope, that did not light. Take two. But, you know, really, I'm just very grateful for another year of life. Yeah, here we go. This is pretty neat. We'll see how this smells in a minute once that starts to settle. But there are all these, like, topics about dying that's happening right now. There was that Netflix TV show, Apple Cider Vinegar, about cancer. And, you know, when I started watching that, I wasn't sure if it was really for me, but just as it went on, I'm just like, man, to see someone who was just so young, someone younger than me, lots of people younger than me in that TV show going through it. And it really just makes you think about your life a little bit differently. There's also that TV show about the man who's trying to live forever, or basically to slow the age of dying on Netflix. Don't Die is what it's called. And it just makes you really think about, what do you want to do with your life? Like, this man in this TV show, he's doing all these things. You know, some of them, of course, are great. Maybe he's not drinking, he's not eating unhealthy things. He's every minute of his life seems to be monitored in a way that it's like, is he even living? Like, to live longer, but without even living, like, what does that even mean? I don't know. Also, I took an early birthday trip to Rio, which was amazing. But there was this one moment, we were on motorcycles riding up this favela and it was extremely steep. And I'm just like holding on like this. I also have like one arm around this guy in front of me. But like the motorcycle's like swerving around other traffic. And it's just like one wrong turn. I could have just fallen off. And I don't know, maybe I would not have died, but it just is those moments that make you appreciate what you have and where you realize that nothing is guaranteed. So this one, starting to get going. You know what? This is a fun challenge and activity because I actually have a very bad sense of smell. I feel like only one of my nostrils ever really works well. So I don't even know what I'm smelling yet, although the description says melon, jasmine, lily. In any case, we are about halfway through the first portion of this camp series. And that means it's a midpoint, which is a fun time to switch things up a little bit. And in that sense, the structure of this video is going to be a little bit different. Instead of doing a music challenge where I have 48 hours to complete the song is actually already created. I was working on it for about a week. And part of the reason I did that is because it's my birthday week. A lot of things are going on. I want to hang out with friends. And I didn't want to constrict myself to this challenge or have to be mindful of making music and filming and doing all that stuff while it's my birthday. I just wanted to have fun, of course. So this is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit closer to those Genius lyric videos, if you've ever seen that. So I'll show some of the lyrics and talk about it. And really, in a way, the challenge this time is about creating a fun, dancey song where I feel comfortable discussing all the lyrics, which, you know, if you listen to a lot of that energetic, dancing music, the lyrics tend to be a little bit more meaningless. So we'll see what you all think of whether this is meaningless or not. And what I also want to say is, of course, like, this isn't a way of me applauding my lyrics, acclaiming my lyrics, or writing, saying that I'm fantastic. I'm not saying any of what I've made is Pulitzer-winning material, but it is just a way to give context to some of these thoughts about aging and, come on, about aging and what it means just to grow older and dealing with that. This is a pretty cool candle. This one was also a gift this year. A lot of gays like to give candles as gifts. I am learning this. So let's get to it. So the first lyric, is it okay to want to feel a little pretty? Is it okay to let go of the nitty gritty? Receiving advice can be a wonderful thing. It can give you direction, but sometimes, especially when it's unsolicited, it can make you feel like something's wrong with you. Specifically, like, people will try to tell you to accept your aging and, that looks fade, to take pride in other parts of your life. To stop putting your beauty on a pedestal, which is fine and generally agree, but have you ever seen someone who's just like rocking this haircut or hair coloring, whatever, that seems more fit for someone who's 10, 20 years younger? Or someone who's wearing clothes that don't seem to match their age? That's all that I'm thinking about. Like, is it okay sometimes to let go of the details of who people think you're supposed to be and to put on something that makes you feel beautiful? Down for the hype and the lights of the big city. Babe, it's a vibe in this fit with this little ditty. Not ditty. I don't want any confusion about that. Put on my shades, but holla at me, holla at me. Lace up my J's, yo, holla at me, holla at me. So just, New York City, like, you definitely have to be careful about what you're wearing out on the streets, especially if you're planning on going to like a crowded club or something. Believe it or not, so I'm actually not much of a sneakerhead, so I wear size 15 shoes, which makes it hard to find things that I really like that fit. So I often just try to keep it simple. The city needs paint, and I'm a baddie with the poison, and the Big Apple point me to where they let the fearless boys in. So I'm using some words like pretty, baddie, things that are a little bit more associated with femininity. And it's just a little bit funny how masculine men often need an excuse, like something like their birthday, to show another side of them. One of my good friends was telling me about this story of on his birthday last year. And this guy, he loves calling himself a butch queen, but he was wearing these like mid-thigh length shorts. It wasn't really anything scandalous, but his boyfriend at the time, who is now an ex, unsurprisingly, was like shading him all night for looking too gay, whatever that means. And this dude was like doing everything under the sun to make him feel bad about it, except for just telling him to change. I don't even know which would have been better at this point, honestly. He was even doing things like not walking side by side with him on the street because he didn't want to be associated with him. So I'm just thinking right now about just how we self-regulate, but also how we let others regulate us. And specifically, I wonder how this will change as we get older and older and make better decisions on who we spend our time with. It's all in your mind, not mine. Won't take your 2 cents or time. Let's age when your boy's a dime. Let's celebrate some more life. So I mentioned Diddy already, and now R. Kelly. I originally wanted to write a lyric, something like, age is nothing but a number. But of course, sometimes it isn't. But in any case, we have a physical age, but we also have a mental age, right? So absolutely, I've met men older than me who were less mature, as if their mental age was younger than me. I've also met people younger than me who have old souls. So in some ways, sure, you can tell someone's physical age by looking at them, but you can't know the entirety of their reality just by glancing at them or at me. There was a TikTok I was watching about how some people can really be in disbelief of their age. And one of its arguments was that if you were traumatized while you were young or had some sort of major shift in your life, it can affect your age perception almost as if you needed to restart your life, which is, of course, the experience of many gay, queer men, especially those who came out later in life or left their hometown to get away and try to truly be themselves. So in some ways, like, yeah, I completely get it. Those who started partying, going really hard in their 30s because they never got the chance to do it when they were a teen or in their early 20s. So my point is, what's in your mind of my age might be different from what's actually in my head. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake. I can't hear you with that na 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 na. Sway it, sway it, sway it, sway it. This is our youth, cause I say break it, break it, break it, break. All the haters saying na 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 na. Life is what we make it, play it, claim it, taste it. This is our youth, cause I say it. So people are gonna tell you you should act your age, and maybe, but one shoe doesn't always fit all, nor does it always fit all of the time. So when you hear that sort of criticism, I just think it's important to remain true to yourself and dance, especially if it's your birthday. Like, come on, do what makes you happy. I think that's what's most important. And, this was the chorus of the song. And yes, one could critique my song saying that I am glamorizing youth. Of course, there's nothing wrong with technically being out of your youth and, or being in middle age or later. But the sentiment that, you can be what you want to be is encouraging to me. That youth isn't just about your physical being, but about your mindset. You ain't gotta tell me that I'm getting older, I'm bolder. I swallowed a scent with my shoulder and it's colder, a soldier. A little time one with experience, you hearing this? What a life we go on, mysterious. I'm sure we've all seen those memes where it's like, once you enter your 30s, you're dead. At least in the gay community, right? You just die. Other people will tell you that your 30s is actually one of the best times of your life because you're more established, you're more confident, more close to who you were meant to be, and you're just guessing less. All the changes with my body get you bodied and queer. All the changes with these faces and I'm facing the fear. Watching mom and dad get old while I'm far away. Nieces and nephews piling up each passing day. So changes with the body for men, testosterone just decreases over time. We get more wrinkles. Most of us will start losing hair while also getting hair in weird places. Very strange. Recovery seems to take a lot longer. The body just continues to change. And of course, that's us eventually leading to death, which is an uncomfortable subject. Mortality is an uncomfortable subject. Don't want to spend too much time on it, but also part of why I made this series is to help center my thoughts and direction in life, hopefully helping others move forward to what their goals are, because we all do have this ticking clock to do what we want in life. I think maybe the hardest part of aging is that with another year and another birthday, when you're not exactly where you want to be, and when you're unsure why it's taking longer than you would have guessed to reach that next phase of life or that next milestone, whatever it is, you're questioning if you're ever even going to get there. I think that's where aging, for me at least, starts to feel like, oh shit, another year and I'm here. For some, maybe it's like you want your own family. Maybe you want to get closer to your mom and dad. Maybe it's moving forward in your career. Most of us have lots of goals in life as human beings. And the hard truth is that it's unlikely that we're going to achieve all of them. I think what's more likely is that we come to terms with the reality of our goals, with the state of that goal, and we start to accept the progress and journey that we're on instead. In any case, the question remains, like, at what point do you say, I've got enough, and I'm not going to stress myself out over every single one of my aspirations, versus seeing out that potential that you actually have in life, making that decision of when to, pull the plug in a way I think is one of the big challenges, especially as we age. Of course, aging, sickness, injury, those can be something that make people take a step back from their goals. But outside of that, I'm not always so sure of what is that point where we say, I've had enough. People say and do this, do that to make it last. A little procedure or chemicals in your ass. I mean, come on, we all know different steps that we have tried to stay young. Some maybe Botox or steroids. Others, it's more of a routine of clean eating and working out. I've gotten this LED mask to help out my skin, as well as this entire skincare routine, which has probably gotten a little bit out of hand. So there's always just something that people are mentioning. And this line didn't make it into the song, that laughter is the best medicine. Maybe that is more of what we just need to be thinking about, instead of this and that and this and that. And the doctor, but who's not really a doctor, says to do this. Sometimes it's just what is actually going to bring you joy? Is it the superficialities of your body, or something else that's going to, in reality, keep you younger? Really, I'm a baby jock turned to a man. I'm a taste bud evolve and look at me juicy damn, damn. So aging is also the process of your sexual taste changing, which can feel like rebirth, when something that scared you is now a turn on. And this reminds me of how growing up, I hated pineapples, and now I love them, which, by the way, is a great little diet trick. I used to always be craving cakes and whatnot, and I just started ordering fruit. Who would have guessed that that would have helped me meet my weight goals and physique goals a little bit better? But yeah, so anyway, as you get older, it behooves you to explore your taste buds again. And then, of course, in this gay scene, no longer being a twink or this young jock, and you're moving into some other category, otter, bear, daddy, you name it. It's really, I think, about just one door closing and another one opening. Of course, take the time to mourn the death of who you once were. It's okay to complain a little bit, but once you're ready, move on. You're a phoenix reborn, and there are new opportunities in life. Ooh, auga, auga. Look me in my eyes, say, ooh, auga, auga. Show me that you want it, look me in my eyes, say. So, auga, it feels animalistic. I am thinking of the circle of life. And a circle suggests that things will change, but what things do we just assume will change? Maybe because someone told us this, but that don't actually need to change. So, as our body changes and whatnot, it doesn't mean you have to just stop wanting to be desired. Not necessarily. If anything, keeping whatever particular emotion alive might help you feel more alive as you get older. So just embracing any of those things that start to feel taboo as you get older might be the key to staying young, in a sense. Grateful for my mobility, inner being. Thankful for my ass serving in these jeans. There's a lot of days where I feel sore in some ways, not always from the gym. Maybe it's because of how I slept, or my knees, I'm sitting in a terrible seat in a plane, in the theater, whatever it may be. And it's in those moments where I sort of reckon with that my body is starting to change and not recover as quickly. And so I'm just noting the things like my mobility that I used to take for granted, while still being grateful that I have it to a degree. Grateful my community's tomfoolery, thankful I got you staring back at me. So for me, I came out at age 26, which sounds crazy late, but the benefit of it was that I wasn't too malleable at that age. That guys couldn't take advantage of me as much, and I didn't really get into any bad or unhealthy situations for the most part, which unfortunately happens to a lot of those sophomoric and doe-eyed young gays. And this is by no means an ad for not coming out or waiting to come out. I'm just detailing my experience. In reality, I had to delay much of my fun years till a time when my liver wasn't as good at processing alcohol. And when I had more adult responsibilities, like trying to keep a roof over my head. Since 26, aging has been more about finding my place in the gay community, finding what kind of guy would actually make me happy in the long term, and looking for friends who really wanted to be my friends and weren't just trying to use me. I've experienced some cast and couch sort of situations as well. And I just want to find this community in a place that allows me to express myself like I really want to. And I've started to find that, which is great. Aging has felt like growth and getting closer to my true self. I hope that it's been something like that for you all as well. I feel like I've gotten wiser, more creative, more fit, and my beard, facial hair doesn't want to grow in like I wanted to, but time will tell how that will resolve itself. Overall, I just feel more mature. Plus, it's just great to watch loved ones mature and see people grow. And there's just something that is priceless about that. So anyway, that's all of the core lyrics. Let's get to this demo.
Is it okay to wanna feel a little pretty? Is it okay to let go of the nitty-gritty? Down for the hype and the lights of the big city. Babe, it's a vibe in this fit with this little ditty. Put on my shades, but holla at me, holla at me. Lacing my jeans, yo, holla at me, holla at me. The city needs paint and I'm a baddie with the poison. And the big apple point me to where they let the feelings poison. It's all in your mind and I'm mine. Won't say you 2 cents for time. What's age when your boys are gone? Let's celebrate some more life. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I can hear you with the na-na-na-na. And I sway it, sway it, sway it, sway it. This is how you, cause I say break it, break it, break it, break it. Already say na-na-na-na. Life is what I make it, play it, play it, taste it. This is how you, cause I say it. You ain't gotta tell me that I'm getting older, I'm bolder. I swallowed the sin with my shoulder and it's colder. Soldier, a little time with experience, you hearing this? What a life we go on, mysterious. All the changes with my body get you bodied and queer. All the changes with these faces and I'm facing the fear. Watching mom and dad get old while I'm far away. Nieces and nephews piling up each passing day. People saying do this, do that to make it last. A little procedural chemicals in your ass. Really, I'm a baby jock turned to a man. I'm a taste buddy Robin, look at me juicy like damn damn. It's all in your mind, not mine. Won't take you 2 cents for time. What's aging, you boys are done. Another year of more life. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I can hear you with the na-na-na-na. And I sway it, sway it, sway it, sway it. This is how you, cause I say break it, break it, break it, break it. All they to say na-na-na-na. Life is what I make it, play it, play it, taste it. This is how you, cause I say it. This is how I find, cause I say it. Grateful for my mobility and a being. Thankful for my ass serving in these jeans. Grateful my community's tomfoolery. Thankful I got you staring back at me.
Yeah, you're gonna break something. You're dancing
shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I can hear you with the na-na-na-na. Sway it, sway it, sway it, sway it. This is how you, cause I say break it, break it, break it, break it. I'm ready to say na-na-na-na. Life is what I make it, play it, play it, taste it. This is how you, cause I say it. Look me in my eyes, look me in my eyes, say it. Show me that you wanna look me in my eyes, say it. Break it, break it, break it, break it. I'm ready to say na-na-na-na. Life is what I make it, play it, play it, taste it. This is how
Amazing. That is all. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. I'd really appreciate it. I hope that this next year of life brings you wisdom and joy. Till next time, this is Camp.